Well, Spider-Man No Way Home is still bringing in money at the box office several months later, and fans are really excited for the future of Spider-Man in and out of the MCU. Now, recently, No Way Home writers Erik Sommers and Chris McKenna talked a little bit about the Venom symbiote left behind in that mid-credit scene. What's going on for the future of the MCU? Let's break it down. Now, before we dive in though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the big giveaway. We're going to give away this Oculus Quest 2 at 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in our giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, make sure you check out that free Week of Skillshare down below. It's a pretty cool way for you to develop all of your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pockets. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, Spider-Man No Way Home still continues to be the box office behemoth we all enjoyed several months ago. There's even a rumored director's cut coming our way in a couple of weeks. We'll have to wait and see, but clearly the movie is massive. Now, in the Venom Let There Be Carnage mid-credit scene, Eddie Brock was snapped into the Marvel Universe, and that symbiote took immediate interest to that news report that featured Spider-Man. Then, when Spider-Man No Way Home came out, they followed up with a mid-credit scene that showed Eddie being sent back to his version of Earth. But he left a little piece of the symbiote behind, seeding Venom and the black costume in the MCU. Now recently, the writers Erik Sommers and Chris McKenna talked a little bit to CBR at IGN FanFest and explained why they did this and what might be going on. This is what they had to say. It leaves the door open for possibilities, as opposed to just seeing him go back and not seeing any symbiote. So it just follows for some exciting possibilities in the future. Now, McKenna was pressed on the future of Venom in the MCU, and he actually said, "I have no idea. That is above our pay grade. We are part of a bigger, larger universe that we are not gods of, we're just mortals in." That was a pretty funny quote. Now, the movie itself was pretty good and featured Sinister 5, not 6. If Venom had been included there, that would have been pretty interesting. It does make a lot of sense for the Marvel Cinematic Universe to seed stuff for the future of Spider-Man. We know Spider-Man 4 is in active development, but we should point something out. Spider-Man Homecoming actually dropped a huge Scorpion tease in its mid-credit scene, and nothing ever became of it. Some of this is just fan service, and Marvel really doesn't have plans, and some they do. Now, with that said, Venom is a massively popular character, and I'm sure the relationship between them and Sony gets fostered a little bit by Marvel providing more exposure to the symbiote universe. Now, there's no confirmation on any of this as of yet. Marvel is working on Spider-Man 4. Sony has a whole library of Spider-Man projects coming our way, and one of those is probably going to be a Venom 3, but we haven't heard a lot of details yet. I really do think the black costume is in store for Tom Holland during the next Spider-Man trilogy, but how that works out, we'll have to wait and see what goes on. I do have to wonder about Flash Thompson though. If you follow the comics, he is a really cool version of Venom, and although the actor playing Flash in the Marvel movies is quite different than the comic book versions, he's not very physical. I could totally see that particular story taking place. It would make for a nice spin-off too. So, what do you guys think? Do you think Marvel and Sony left that little piece of the symbiote in the MCU for a very specific reason? And how long before we see the symbiote again inside the MCU, not in the Sonyverse? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.